Good morning, everyone. A very good morning. Shall we begin the session? Today's topic is the action script that is used within the init frame, that is connected within the init frame. So, shall we begin? So, let's start with the initialization part. We are initializing the two variable that is the sum and the store, and the answer one dot release function that is a go to and stop that is an incorrect function. So whatsoever the action script, whatsoever the data that is initialized, so that is connected to the init frame that looks like initialization, where sum, there is a stop function, then answer one dot on release equals to function, then go to and stop. So this is the go to and stop that will be used as a printing out incorrect. Then answer two dot on release, then again equals to function, again go to and stop, correct. And answer 3 dot on release. So there are four answers that is used over here. So first of all, we have initialized the function, then we have initialized the variable, then we have initialized the variable function, then answer one dot release function that will be the and stop. So this function will be used with the go to and stop, correct, incorrect. Then again there is the incorrect. So there is the four parts. One is the incorrect, correct, incorrect, incorrect. So these are available with the answer one dot on release that is used as a function. So this answer one dot on release that is a function. This is used with the go to and stop and the correct. This and stop will be used as the correct function, and the answer 3 dot on release. This is used as incorrect also. Then answer 4 dot on release function, go to and stop incorrect. So these functions are used as connected as a frame script init frame. These are connected with the action script code. And line 1 is action script command that while in a line variable sum is defined. So whatsoever the sum, whatsoever the factor that is initialized, then the action are stopped until an event occurs, and 4 events with associated functions are defined in lines 4 to 17, and each correspond to the release of a mouse button over a radio button that is known as the init. And all functions are similar and results in moving the play ahead of the two of one of the named frame, that is the correct and the incorrect. So there are two parts in this, correct and the incorrect functions. So whatsoever the data, whatsoever the line script, whatsoever the action script command that will be used, it is used as a sum, it is used as a profile. Then the actions are supported or stopped until an event occurs, and 4 events with associated functions are defined in these lines, and each correspond to the release of a mouse button over a radio button in the frame init. And all functions are similar and resulting in moving the play ahead of one to one or the more named frames, that is the correct and incorrect. There are two parts on this, one is a named, one is a correct, one is a incorrect. And when we use a continue, that overlay the frames is passed and activated when the play head is moved to either of the two frames mentioned above. So whatsoever the script we are using up, whatsoever the data we are using up, that is used with the continue, that is used with the play, that will be available within this. Now let's see with the command, that is a continue. Then there is a stop function, yes button dot on release. So whenever you press the yes button, that is the on release button equals to function, then go to and stop init. So whatsoever the data that is available in the init, that will be released, that will be carried out within the data. These data must be available, must be used within the upper limit. So whatsoever the data it is acquired, whatsoever the profile it is acquired, that must be occupied, that must be used. So that acquired the data, that is either correct or incorrect. So the continue function will be used as a stop, as a button. So yes button dot on release equals to function. Then go to and stop init. Within the init, it is used with the semicolon, it is used with the curly braces. So curly brace will be open, curly brace will be closed over here. Then the no button dot on release. So one is the yes button, that is going with the stop, that is the next one is the on dot release function, that is the go to end. So one is for the initialization, one is for the end. And this continue frame, which is overlaid on both the correct and incorrect frame, has a yes or the no button, and then when the mouse button is released over the yes frame button, the playhead is returned to the init frame, while when the mouse button is released over the no frame button, so when it is released, when it is going to the no frame, it is available, it is used with the it is used with the no frame button, that is moved to the end of the frame. And neither the correct nor the incorrect frame has separate scripts associated with it. So the script connected to the end of the frame looks like this one. This looks like, and if sum is greater than or less than 1, sum equals to 0. So this would create text field. Result text 1, 200, 200, 230. The result txt text your number of the correct answers is. So last script contains a code. The result that is back to the cold fusion server side program for storing in the database or further processing. So whatsoever the data, whatsoever the file that is available, that is used in the cold fusion, that is a part of the server side scripting, a server side program. There is a transmit, there is a data sender, new load versions. The transmit function will be used with the data sender, that is whatsoever the value, whatsoever the return type that is used with the new load var that is stored in the data center. Then the button submit on release equals to function, then data center dot send. HTTP node button .NET courses HSC session 13 examples flash feedback.cfm. So whatsoever the feedback, whatsoever the cells that get then stored, that will be used with the courses session 13 examples flash feedback.cfm. So these are the buttons that will be used as a function, or whatsoever the function output, that function's value that will be returned, that will be stored in the on release. So this transmit script creates an object known as a data sender with the method send. And in our example, simple example, we are using no data is sent. So this method simply represents a CFMX page feedback.cfm from the server, and a more efficient technology, that is a flash remoting, exists for the client side collaborations, that is a flash itself. So it itself is a roaming or remoting that is outside the scope of the discourse. This is sent from the server, that is to confirm whether it is received from the flash or not. No. We are agree that flash is a part of the web design. So this is also used for the flash feedback.cfm, that the data sender. This remoting is outside the scope of this course. So the CFMX response is also used to the flash content. Now, what is exercises? So free manuals and the guides are available on the internet. You are encouraged to retrieve the information necessary for taking advantage of the fact that practically all browsers can interpret JavaScripts, can use the JavaScripts if you can design them. So whatsoever the script, whatsoever the data you are using up, that will be used to design the concept, that will be used to design the JavaScripts. And a challenging task will be to work out how a more complete quiz can be developed by means of a JavaScript. How these can be used by means of the JavaScript, that is a complete quiz. That can be developed by means, how it will be used, how it will be gathered. So whatsoever the data it is required, it is used in the transmit, it is used in the continue, it is used with the initialization. So these are the various parts we have discussed. If I'm going through all these, there are init, continue, correct, incorrect, and we have discussed all 5 with the examples, with the coding, everything that we have done. No. These files are the part of the SWF file. The files will be used as a sequence of the frame which are played subject to the context control of the script, that is also included in the SWF file. So whatsoever the script they are used of, whatsoever the file they are used of, they are included in the .swf file. So they are played, they are used as a script, they are also included as a SWF file. So these frames, or this contains a sequence of the frames which are played, which are used as a control of the script, that are also included. So as per this example, there are the 5 frames. One is the init, then continue, correct, incorrect, end. So these parts will be available. These parts will be used as an activity. How these will be available, how these will be remain the part of the control. The scripts are included in the SWF file. So there are 5 files. There are 5 frames. It will be included in the flash movie sequence, which are played as it is, as per the control. Whatsoever the control it is given, whatsoever the file it is given, so these are included in the SWF file. Now we have discussed about the init that is used for the initialization. Initialization means starting of the program, or the starting of the sequence. So frame init displays as questions and the multiple choice questions. And when a button is clicked, it is used with the question from the session number 13. So this is the flash frame init. So this flash frame init will be used as a sequence, will be used as a data. So the script directs the play through the continue. We should either use the frame correct, either use the frame wrong or incorrect. Then this question flag untitled your question was wrong. With the correct answer is a flash MX, that is a tool for the client side scripting. That depends on the button clicked. And passing continue to either of these 2 frames, the content of the continue is activated as an overlay. And the content is 2 buttons, that is either yes or the no. And the second script that is connected to both the correct and the incorrect also determines if the playheads should be moved back to init or forward to the end. That depends on whether the yes or no button of the overlay is clicked. Whether these buttons are clicked, whether these options are clicked, so these are available with the data, these are available with the overlay in which it is activated, it is disturbed. So these are the scripts that will be available, that is either used as a yes or the no, and the content is also activated. So these are connected with the both the values correct and the incorrect. It determines if the playhead should be moved back to the init or forward. That depends on the yes or the no button of the overlay. So these contents will be activated. These are used as a continue button, as a part of the script button. But whenever the playhead will be moved, that is back to the init and forward to the end, depending on whether the yes or no button of the overlay is clicked or not. If it is clicked, it will show. If it is not clicked, it will not show. So these are the diagrams. First diagram is used for the init function. This is the init for the flash frame, and then there is the init that is connected with the init frame that looks like initialization, where some stop answer 1.on release function, go to and stop, then answer 2.on release, and stop correct again, answer 3.on release, and stop incorrect, answer 4.on release. That is again next one is function, and this is the incorrect. So these are the files, these are the functions that will be available, that will be used as a file, that will be used as a on release data. These are the action scripts command that is used with a line in which the function is defined. Then the actions are stopped until an event occurs, and the 4 events with the associated functions are defined in lines, and each correspond to the release of the mouse button or a radio button that is available within the frame init. And all functions are similar and moving the playhead of this one correct or the incorrect. So this continue frame will be enacted, will be used as the pass in the activated with the which will be moved to either of the 2 frames, either of the 2 data. Now this is the